kolekciji Beckettovskog apsurdizma nastanilo se savremeno doba Huxleyevske prezasićenosti sadržajem razvedenim od tela i rituala. U tom svetu je jedno dete. Priđi, nema čega da se bojiš. Sve najgore se već desi. Ovo je priča o detetu. Bez deteta u priči.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Je m'appelle Samuel Beckett. Tu es?
Oh, bonjour. You mean good evening, mister. I'm also Samuel Beckett. How strange.
Oui, très étrange. Nous nous sommes déjà rencontrés, n'est-ce pas?
No, I don't believe we have met, Monsieur Beckett.
Monsieur, nous ne sommes pas Amsterdam, c'est Paris.
Oh, mister, this is Dublin, can't you tell? Or is it Paris? Maybe London? Kragujevac? I can't seem to remember.
Ja se zaista izvinjam, poštovana publiko. Ovo je jedna ozbiljna drama i mi smo uložili sve moguće napore da sprečimo upliv metafikcije u njene izvođenje. Ali koliko god se čovek trudio da uradi sve kako treba, uvek se nađe jedan pametnjaković ili dva da vam zabibere čorbu. Dobro, znam. I ja sam deo problema, metafikcije. I tačno da je Beckett prvo ovu dramu pisao na francuskom, pa je onda potom preveo na engleski i tačno da sve to ima veze sa jezikom i njegovom nemogućnošću da se oslobodi stega ideologije. I can't go on. I'll go on. Vi to već sve znate. Ne treba vam ja. Ne trebaju vam francuski i irski alter ego Becketta. Vama treba drama. Zbog toga ste večeras ovdje. Pa, da počnemo.
But how do we begin?
Mais pas monsieur.
Ovako.
Nothing to be done.
I'm beginning to come around to that opinion. All my life I've tried to put it from me, saying, Vladimir, be reasonable. We haven't yet tried everything. And I resumed the struggle.
He broods, using on the struggle.
Il se recolle, songe au combat.
So here you are again.
Am I?
I'm glad to see you back. I thought you were gone forever.
Me too.
Together again at last. We'll have to celebrate this. But how? Get up till I embrace you.
Not now, not now.
May one inquire where His Highness spent the night?
In a ditch.
Ditch? Where?
Over there.
And they didn't beat you.
Beat me. Certainly they beat me.
The same lot as usual.
The same? I don't know.
When I think of it. But for me, where would you be? You'd be nothing more than a little heap of bones at the present minute. No doubt about it.
Well, what of it?
It's too much for one man. On the other hand, what's the good of losing heart now? That's what I say. We should have thought of it 1,000,000 years ago, in the 90s.
Oh, stop blathering and help me off with this bloody thing.
Hand in hand, from the top of the Eiffel Tower, amongst the first. We were respectable in those days. Now it's too late. They wouldn't even let us out. What are you doing?
I am taking off my boot.
Boots?
Did that never happen to you?
Boots must be taken off every day. I'm tired of telling you that. Why don't you listen to me?
Help me.
It hurts.
Hurts. He wants to know if it hurts.
No one ever suffers but you. I don't count. I'd like to hear what you'd say if you had what I had.
It hurts.
Hurts. He wants to know if it hurts.
What do you expect? You always wait till the last moment.
The last moment. Hope deferred maketh something sick. Who said that?
Why don't you help me?
Sometimes I feel it coming all the same. But then I go queer. relieved, and at the same time appalled. Appalled! Funny. Nothing to be done. Well,
Nothing.
show me.
There's nothing to show.
Try and put it on again.
I'll air it for a bit.
There's man all over for you, blaming on his boots the fault of his feet. This is getting alarming. One of the thieves was saved. It's a reasonable percentage. Gogo.
What?
Suppose repented.
Repented what?
We wouldn't have to go into the details.
Are being born?
One didn't even laugh anymore.
A dreadful privation.
Merely smile. It's not the same thing. Nothing to be done. The Gogo,
What?
did you ever read the Bible?
The Bible? I must have taken a look at it.
Yeah, and do you remember the Gospels?
I remember the maps of the Holy Land. Colored they were. Very pretty. The Dead Sea was pale blue. The very look of it made me thirsty. That's where we'll go, I used to say. That's where we'll go on our honeymoon. We'll swim. We'll be happy.
You should have been a poet.
I was. Isn't that obvious?
What is it?
Where was I?
Where was I? How's your foot?
Swelling visibly.
Ah, yes, the two thieves. Do you remember the story?
No.
Shall I tell it to you?
No.
Come on, it will pass the time. Two thieves crucified at the same time as our Savior. One,
Or what?
our Savior. Two thieves. One is supposed to have been saved, and the other damned.
Saved from what?
From hell.
I'm going.
Astragon does not move.
Astragon ne bouge pas.
And yet, how is it that this is not boring you, I hope? How is it that of the four evangelists, only one speaks of a thief being saved? All four of them were there or thereabout, but only one speaks of a thief being saved. Now, come on, Gogo, return the ball, can't you? That once in a while.
I find this really most extraordinarily interesting.
One out of four. Of the other three, two don't mention any thieves at all, and one of them says that both of them abused him.
Who?
What?
What is all this about? Abused who?
Our Savior.
Huh. Why?
Because he wouldn't save them.
From hell.
Imbecile, from death.
I thought you said from hell.
No, from death, from death.
Huh. Well, what of it?
Well, then the two of them must have been damned.
And why not?
But one of the four says that one of the two was saved.
Well, they don't agree, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, but all four of them were there. Why believe him rather than the others?
Who believes him?
Everyone, it's the only version they know.
People are bloody, ignorant apes. Huh. Charming spot. Inspiring prospects. Let's go.
We can.
Why not?
Waiting for Godot.
And you're sure it was here
What?
that we were supposed to wait?
Yeah, he said by the tree. Do you see any others?
What is it?
I don't know. A willow?
Where are the leaves?
Perhaps it's that.
No more weeping.
Or maybe it's not the season.
Looks to me more like a bush.
A shrub.
A bush.
Hey, wait, what are you insinuating that we've come to the wrong place?
He should be here.
He didn't say for sure he'd come.
And if he doesn't come?
We'll come back tomorrow.
And then the day after tomorrow.
Possibly.
And so on.
Yeah, the point is...
Until he comes.
You're merciless.
We were here yesterday.
Ah, no, there you are mistaken.
And what did we do yesterday?
What did we do yesterday?
Yes.
What did we do yesterday?
In my opinion, we were here.
No, there you're mistaken.
recognize the place?
Yeah, you recognize the place.
I didn't say that.
Well, where were we according to you?
That is not the line. Regia?
All the same, that tree.
All the same, that tree, this disgusting swamp.
And you're sure it was this evening
What?
that we were to wait?
He said Saturday. I think.
You think?
I must have made a note of it.
But what Saturday? And is it Saturday? Is it not rather Sunday? Or Monday? Or Thursday?
It's not possible.
Or hear me out, Friday?
Why, nothing is certain when you're about.
You know what? Regia?
If he came yesterday and we weren't here.
If he came yesterday and we weren't here, you may be sure he won't come again today.
But you said we were here yesterday.
I may be mistaken. Let's stop talking for a minute, do you mind?
Yeah, all right. Gogo. Gogo. Gogo!
I was asleep. Why will you never let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
I had a dream.
Yeah, don't tell me.
I was dreaming.
Don't tell me that.
This universe is enough for you, isn't it, Dee Dee? Who am I to tell my private nightmares to if I can't tell them to you?
Let them remain private. You know I can't bear them.
Sometimes I think it would be better for us to part.
You wouldn't go far.
That would be too bad, wouldn't it, Dee Dee? Be really too bad when you think of the beauty of the way and the goodness of the wayfarers. Wouldn't it, Dee Dee?
Stop it.
You're angry. Come, Dee Dee, forgive me. Give me your hand. Embrace me. Come here, don't be stubborn. Oh, you stink of garlic.
It's for the kidneys. Well, what do we do now?
We wait.
Yes, but while waiting.
Why don't we hang ourselves? Yes, let's hang ourselves immediately.
But from the bow, I wouldn't trust it.
We can always try.
Sure, go ahead.
No, you first.
No, you first.
Why me?
Well, you're lighter than I am.
Just so.
I don't get it.
Use your intelligence.
Vladimir uses his intelligence.
Vladimir appreciate.
I remain in the dark.
This is how it is. The bow. The bow. Use your head, can't you?
You're my only hope.
Go, light. Bow, not break. Go, dead. Dee Dee, heavy. Bow, break. Dee Dee alone.
I hadn't
Whereas,
thought of it that way.
if it hangs you, it'll hang anything.
Yeah, but am I heavier than you?
So you tell me, I don't know, there's an even chance? Or nearly.
Well, what do we do now?
Let's not do anything. It's safer.
Yeah, let's wait and see what he says.
Cool.
Godot.
Good idea.
Let's wait until we know exactly how we stand.
We've lost our rights.
Oh, we got rid of them.
We're not tied. We're not.
Yeah, listen.
I hear nothing.
No right.
Pošto je igranje Becketta danas kada je opseg pažnje prosječnog gledalca u najboljem slučaju 15 minuta i nije najsrećnija okolnost, dozvolite da vas uvedemo u mali intermezzo drame Caryl Churchill o izraelsko-palestinskom konfliktu. Doduše, imamo samo jedno dete, a zove se 7 jevrejske dece.
Dreadful privation.
Ali vi zamislite 7 ili 6, izbacili smo jednu scenu. Nisam sigurna ni da je ovo naše jevrejsko. Dobro, kontekstualizujemo Becketta, blasphemy, but who doesn't love a good genocide intermezzo, am I right?
Mom daren't even laugh anymore.
it's a game.
Tell her it's serious.
But don't frighten her. Don't tell her they'll kill her.
Tell her it's important to be quiet.
Tell her she'll have cake if she's good. Tell her to curl up as if she's in bed.
But not to sing. For the God's sake. Tell her not to come out. Tell her not to come out even if she hears shouting.
Don't frighten her!
Tell her not to come out even if she hears nothing for a long time.
Tell her we'll come and find her. Tell her we'll be here all the time.
Tell her something about the men. Tell her they're bad in the game.
Tell her it's a story. Tell her they'll go away. Tell her she can make them go away if she keeps still, by magic.
But not to sing!
Dijete odsutno, drvo prisutno, pusta zemlja odsutno prisutna. Publika? Publika? Prisutno. Dozvolite da vas uvedem nazad u apsurd.
So much the better, so much the better. What was it you wanted to know?
I've forgotten. That's what annoys me. I'll never forget this, Garrett. Oh, now I remember.
Well,
What,
I don't understand the word you're saying.
I'm asking you if we're tied.
Tied?
Tied.
How do you mean tied?
Down.
Yeah, but to whom? By whom?
To your man?
To Godot?
Yeah.
Yeah, tied to Godot. What an idea. You have no question of it.
His name is Godot.
I think so.
Funny. The more you eat, the worse it gets.
With me, it's just the opposite.
In other words,
I get used to the shit as I go along.
is that the opposite?
Question of character.
Of temperament.
Nothing we can do about it.
No use struggling.
Yeah, one is what one is.
Nothing to be done. Like to finish it.
This is a photograph of her grandmother, her uncles, and me. Tell her her uncles died. Just don't tell her they were killed. Tell her they were killed.
Don't frighten her!
Tell her her grandmother was clever. But don't tell her what they did. Tell her she was brave. Tell her she taught me how to make cakes. But don't tell her what they did. Tell her something. Tell her more when she's older. Tell her there were people who hated Jews. Don't tell her. Tell her it's over now. Tell her there are still people who hate Jews. Tell her there are people who love Jews. Tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her to think Jews are not Jews. Tell her more when she's older. Tell her how many when she's older. Tell her it was before she was born and she's not in danger. Don't tell her there is any question of danger. Tell her we love her. Tell her dead or alive, her family all love her. Tell her her grandmother would be proud of her.
Me go.
Stay where you are.
Be careful, he's weak. You're strangers.
Is that him?
Who? Godot?
Yeah.
I present myself. Pozzo.
Not at all.
He said Godot.
Not at all.
You're not Mr. Godot, sir.
I am Pozzo. Pozzo. Does that name mean nothing to you? I say, does that name mean nothing to you?
Bozzo.
Pozzo.
Pozzo.
Pozzo. Let me see. Pozzo.
Is it Pozzo or Bozzo?
Pozzo. I'm afraid I don't seem to.
I once knew a family called Godso, the mother had dwarves.
Not from these parts, sir.
You're a human beings nonetheless. As far as one can see, the same species as myself, or the same species as Pozzo, made in God's image.
Yeah, well, you see...
Good one.
Godot?
You took me for God.
No, sir, not for an instant, sir.
Who is he?
Well, he's a kind of an acquaintance.
Nothing of the kind. We hardly know him.
Yeah, true, we don't know him very well, but all the same.
Personally, even if I saw him, I wouldn't know him.
You took me for him.
Oh, that's to say, you understand. The strain, the waiting. Well, I imagined. For a second.
Waiting. So you were waiting for him
Yeah, well, you see...
here on my land.
We didn't intend any harm.
We meant well.
The road, I suppose, is pretty well.
Yeah, that's how we looked at it.
It's a disgrace, but there you are.
Nothing we can do about it.
Let's know more about it. Up big. Every time he drinks, he falls asleep. Up scum. Back. Stop. Turn. Gentlemen, I am happy to have you. Yes, sincerely happy. Closer. Stop. The road seems long when London is on alone for 6 hours. Yes, that's right. 6 hours on end and never a soul inside. Gentlemen, I cannot go for long without the society of my likes. Even when the likeness is imperfect one. That is why, with your permission, I propose to delay with you a moment before I venture any further. Basket! The fresh air stimulates the jaded appetite. Basket! Further! She stays. Happy days.
What ails him?
He looks tired.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
How do I know? Be careful!
Say something to him.
His neck.
What about it?
Look!
Oh, I say.
Running sore.
It's the rope.
Is the rubbing?
It's inevitable.
It's not.
It's the chafing.
He's not bad looking.
Would you say so?
Yeah, trifle Palestinian.
Look at the slobber.
It's inevitable.
Look at the slaver.
Perhaps he's a half.
A cretin.
His eyes.
What about them?
They're goggling out of his head.
Looks like his last guess to me.
He's panting.
Maybe I should ask him a question.
Ask him a question, yeah.
Mister?
Louder.
Mister!
Leave him in peace. Can you see he wants to rest? Basket. Basket! Can you say it's not his job? That's bad.
Please, sir.
What's it, my good man?
You're finished with the leftovers. Yes, sir?
You couldn't have waited.
No, he does well to ask. Do I need the leftovers? No, personally, I do not need them anymore. But in theory, the leftovers go to the kid. He's the first one to ask. Go on, don't be afraid. Ask him, he'll tell you.
Mister, excuse me, mister.
You being spoiled, the pig? Reply. Try him again.
Mister, you won't be wanting the leftovers, mister.
Mister. Reply. Do you want them or don't you? They're yours. I don't like it. I've never known him to refuse leftovers before. Nice babysit baking got sick on me.
It's a scandal.
Are you alluding to anything in particular?
You treat a man like this, like a human being. No, it's a scandal.
Was it great?
You're severe. What age are you if it's not a rude question? 60? 70? What age would you think he was?
11.
Yeah, I'm going.
He can no longer ignore my presence. I'm perhaps not particularly human, but who cares? Think twice before you do anything rash. Suppose you go now while it's still a day, for there is no denying it's still a day. Good. What happens in that case with your appointment with this God? Anyhow, you see who I mean. Who has your future in his hands? At least your immediate future.
Who told you?
Speaks to me again. If this goes on much longer, we'll soon be old friends.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
I too will be happy to meet him. The more people I meet, the happier I become. From the meanest creature on the parts, wiser, richer, more conscious of one's blessing. Even you, who knows, you have added to my story.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
But that will surprise me.
You're being asked a question.
A question? Who? What? A moment ago you were calling me sir and fear and trouble. Now you ask me questions. What will become of this?
I think he's on the alert now.
What?
You can ask him a question.
What question?
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
I wonder.
Ask him, can't you?
You want to know why he doesn't put down his bags, Mr. Colgan? The answer is this. But stay still. I don't think. You make me nervous.
Here.
What is it?
He's about to speak.
Good. Is everybody ready? Is everybody looking at me? You look at me, pig. Good. I'm ready. Is everybody ready? Is everybody listening? I don't like talking in a vacuum. Good. Let me see.
I'm going.
But what exactly you wanted to know?
Why he?
Don't interrupt. If you all speak at once, We'll never get anywhere. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Bags. Why always hold, never put down? Why?
How? Who you say so before? Why he doesn't make himself comfortable? Let's try and get this clear. Has he got the right one? Certainly he has. It follows that he doesn't want to. There's reasoning for you. And why he doesn't want to? Gentlemen, the reason is this.
Make a note of this.
He wants to impress me.
What?
Perhaps I haven't got it quite right. He wants to mollify me. So that I'll give up the idea of parting with him. No, that's not exactly either.
You want to get rid of him?
He imagines that when I see how well he carries, I'll be tempted to keep him on in that capacity.
You've had enough of him.
In reality, he carries like a pig. It's not his job.
Then you want to get rid of him?
He imagines that when I see him indefatigable, I regret my decision. Such is his miserable scheme, as to hide the short of slaves. Atlas, son of Jupiter. Well, that's that, I think. Anything else?
You want to get rid of him?
Remark that I might just as well have been in his shoes and he in mine. Each has had not will otherwise, to each one his will.
You want to get rid of him?
I do. But instead of driving him away as I might have done, I mean, instead of simply kicking him out of his arse, in the goodness of my heart, I am bringing him to the fair, where I hope to get a good price for him. The truth is, you can't drive such creatures away. The best thing would be to kill them.
He's fine.
Although Samuel Beckett, stop with him, since you picked. Come on, wipe away his tears. He feels us forsaken.
Give it to me, I will do it.
Make a haste before he stops. Thank you.
Ow! The brute! He's crippled me!
I told you he didn't like strangers.
Show me. Dude, he's bleeding!
Good son.
I'll never walk again.
I'll carry you, if necessary.
We can replace him as he were. The tears of the world are constant quantity. For each one who begins to weep, somewhere else another stops. The same is true of the left. Haha. Let us then not speak ill of our generations. It is not any unhappy that inspires us. Let us not speak well of it either. Better yet, let us not speak with it at all. The population has increased. That's for sure at least.
Try and walk.
That's what told me all these beautiful things. My lucky. But to him, all my thoughts, all my feelings would have been of common things. Professional words. Beauty, grace, truth of the first water. I knew they were all beyond. So colonized him.
You colonized him.
That was nearly 60 years ago. Yes, nearly 60. You wouldn't think it to look at me, would you? Compared to him, I look like a young man, no?
So after having sucked all the good out of him, you want to throw him away like a banana skin. Really?
Swine.
I can't bear it any longer. The way he goes on, you idea, it's terrible. He must go, I'm going mad. I can't bear it any longer.
He can't bear it.
Any longer.
He's going mad.
It's terrible.
It's abominable. Such a good master to crucify him like that. Come on, like really?
He used to be so kind, so helpful and entertaining. My good angel. And now, he's killing me. Gentlemen, I don't know what came over me. Forgive me. Forget all I said. I don't remember exactly what it was, but you may be sure there wasn't a word of truth. Do I look like a man to be made to suffer? Frankly.
Charming human we're having.
Unforgettable.
And it's not over.
Apparently not.
It's only beginning.
It's awful.
Worse than pantomime,
The circus.
the music hall.
The theater.
Naše dete je dete metafore. Jevrejsko dete koje postaje palestinsko dete. Godovo dete. Derište, derle, detence. Svako bi je prisvojio, za nju se bojao, štitio i koristio kao svoj štit od sveta, besmisla, prirode, od nje same. Možda bi dete i htelo nešto, ali mi to ne znamo.
Tell her she's a special girl. Tell her about Jerusalem, but don't tell her who they are.
Tell her something. Tell her they're Bedouins, they travel about. Tell her about camels in the desert and dates. Tell her they live in tents. Tell her this wasn't their home.
Don't tell her they're not home. Tell her they're going away. Don't tell her they don't like her.
Tell her to be careful. And don't tell her who used to live in her house. Tell her her great-grandfather used to live in her house. But don't tell her Arabs used to sleep in her bedroom.
Tell her not to be rude to them. Tell her not to be frightened. But don't tell her she can't play with the children.
Don't tell her she can have them in the house. Tell her there are more and more land. Tell her something. Tell her this is our promised land.
Don't tell her they said it was a land without people. Don't tell her I would have come here if I'd known. Tell her maybe we can share.
Don't tell her that.
Gentlemen, you have been civil to me.
Not at all.
Just an idea.
Yes, you have been correct. So I asked myself, is there anything I can do in my turn for these honest fellows who are having such a dull time?
Even 10 pounds would be of help.
We are not beggars.
No.
Is there anything I can do? That's what I asked myself, to cheer them up. I have given them leftovers. I have talked to them about this, that. I have explained conversation a little bit. But is it enough? That's what touches me. Is it enough?
Even 5.
That's enough.
I couldn't accept less.
Is it enough? No doubt. But don't worry about it. It's my name. This evening, so much the worse for me. Russia suffer. No doubt about that. What do you prefer? Shall we have him dance, or sing, or recite, or think, or...
Who?
Who? You know how to think, you do?
He thinks.
Certainly. How loud. He even used to think very prettily once I could listen to him for hours. Now, so much the worse for me. Well, would you like him to think something for us?
I'd rather he danced. It'd be more fun.
Not necessarily.
Wouldn't it indeed be more fun?
I'd like well to hear him think.
Perhaps he can dance first and then think afterwards if that's not too much to ask him.
Yeah, would that be possible?
By all means, not except the natural order. Do you kick hug? Dance, misery.
Is that all?
Encore.
I'd do as well myself. With a little practice.
He used to dance the salsa, the rumba, the vault, dapping. He cake for joy. Now that's the best he can do. Do you know what he calls it?
The constipation.
The agony of a FILUM student.
The net. He thinks he's a tailor in a net.
I mean, there is something about it.
Give him his hat.
His hat.
He can't think without his hat.
Yeah, give him his hat.
Me, after what he did to me, never.
Fine, I'll do it.
Well, what's he waiting for?
Stand back. Think big. Stop.
the other hand, with regards
Stop. Turn. Think.
Given the existence as uttered forth in the public works of Hansher and Waterman, of a personal god, qua 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 qua, with a white beard, qua 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 qua, outside time, without extension, who from the heights of divine apathia, divine athambia, divine aphasia, loves us dearly, with some exceptions, and who suffers like the divine Miranda with those who, for reasons unknown but time will tell, are plunged in torment, plunged in fire, whose fire flames, and that continues, and who can doubt it will fire the firmament. That is to say, blast hell to heaven. So blue, still, and calm. So calm, with a calm which, even though intermittent, is better than nothing. But not so fast. In considering what is more, that is a result of the labors of man, left unfinished. Crowned by the Academy of Anthropometry of Essimpossin, Testian, Cunard, it is established beyond all doubt, all other than that doubt which clings to the labors of man, as a result of the labors of man left unfinished. Is it established as in hereinafter, but not so fast, for reasons unknown, that man as a result of public rules of Pancho and Wattman, that man in short, that man in brief, in spite of the strides of alimentation and defecation, wastes and pines, concurrently, simultaneously, what is more for reasons unknown, strides of physical culture, the practice of sports such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, flying, floating, sliding, gliding, skating, tennis of all kinds, diving, flying sports of all sorts, autumn, summer, winter, tennis of all kinds. Alas, alas, in the year of their Lord, 600 and something below the earth, the sea, the abode of stones, and ready the great cold sea, land, in the earth. I resume, in spite of the tennis, the facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas. I resume, alas, alas, on, in short, in fine, the abode of stones, who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume. The skull, fading, concurrently, simultaneously, what is more for reasons unknown, on the beard, the flames, the tears, the stones. I resume, alas, alas, on the skull, the skull in spite of the tennis. Labors abandoned, left unfinished, graver still. The abode of stones. In a word, I resume, alas, abandoned, unfinished. The skull is better than the Spanish. The skull has the stones. Then it's the stones. So calm, unfinished.
His head!
Avenged!
There's a net he's taking.
But will he be able to walk again?
Walk a crow. Up, pig.
Perhaps he's dead.
Kill him.
Up, scum. Help me.
How?
Raise him up.
What does he take us for?
Come on, raise him up.
To hell with him!
Come on, once more.
He's doing it on purpose.
Hold him tight. Don't move. Hold him tight. Don't let him go. Hold him. Now, you can let him go. Done it. He can walk. Thank you, gentlemen, and let me wish you.
Then adieu.
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 And thank you.
No, thank you.
Not at all.
Yes, yes.
No.
Yes.
No, no.
I don't seem to be able to part.
Such is life.
You're going the wrong way.
I need a running start. Stand back. On. Faster. On, pig. Adieu. Faster. On. Adieu.
Adieu.
That passed the time.
It would have passed in any case.
True, but not so rapidly.
What do we do now?
Wait for Godot. How they've changed.
Whew.
Those two.
That's an idea. Let's make a little conversation.
Well, haven't they?
What?
Changed.
Very likely. They all change, only we cannot.
Likely. It's certain. Didn't you see them?
I suppose I did. But I don't know them.
Yes, you do know
No,
them.
I don't know them.
You do know them, yet you forget everything.
Why didn't they recognize us then?
What do you... I too pretend not to recognize them, and then nobody recognizes us.
Forget it. What we need is... Oh,
Unless they're not the same.
oh, Didi, it's the other foot.
Unless they're not the same.
Mister,
Off we go again.
Approach, my child.
Mr. Albert.
Yes.
What do you want?
Approach.
Approach when you're told, can't you?
What is it?
Mr. Godot.
Yeah, obviously. Approach.
What kept you so late?
It's not my fault, sir.
You have a message from Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
Well,
What kept you so late?
It's not my fault, sir.
let him
And
alone.
Shut up. Whose fault is it? Mine?
I was afraid, sir.
Afraid of what? Afraid of us? Answer me!
I know what it is. He was afraid of the others.
How long have you been here?
A good while, sir.
Were you afraid of the whip?
Yes, sir.
The two big men.
Yes, sir.
And the roars.
Yes, sir.
Are you a native of these parts? Do you belong to these parts?
Yes, sir.
That's all a pack of lies. Tell us the truth!
But it is the truth.
Will you let him alone? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
I'm unhappy.
You're not really. Since when?
I'd forgotten.
Extraordinary the tricks that memory plays. Well,
Mr. Godot.
do I know you?
I don't know, sir.
It wasn't you who came yesterday.
No, sir.
Words. Speak.
Mr. Godot told me to tell you he won't come to see me, but will tomorrow.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I mind the goat, sir.
Is he good to you, Godot? Does he beat you?
No, sir, not me.
Whom does he beat?
He beats my brother, sir.
You have a brother!
Yes, sir.
And what does he do?
He minds the sheep, sir.
Huh. And why doesn't he beat you?
I don't know, sir.
He must be very fond of you.
I don't know, sir.
Alright, you may go.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot?
Tell him you saw us. And you did see us, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving them there. Someone will come along just as me, but with smaller feet, and they'll make him happy.
But you can't go barefoot.
Christ did.
Christ, what is Christ got? You can't go on and compare yourself to Christ.
All my life I've compared myself to Christ.
But where he lived, it was warm, it was dry.
And they crucified quick. You mean everything oozes?
Yes.
Uh-huh. It's never the same pus from one day to the next.
Yeah, the tree.
Wasn't it there yesterday?
Oh, I mean, of course it was there yesterday.
We nearly hanged ourselves from it, right?
Yes, but you wouldn't. Don't you remember?
You dreamt it.
Is it possible you've forgotten already?
That's the way I am. Either I forget immediately or I never forget.
And Pozzo and Lucky, have you forgotten them too?
What's so unlucky?
He's forgotten everything.
I remember a lunatic who kicked the shins off me, then he played the fool.
Yeah, that's Lucky.
I remember that, but when was that?
It was here. It was this very spot yesterday. And then Pozzo, have you forgotten him as well?
He gave me a bag of chips.
Yes, that's him.
Right, and all that was yesterday, right here where we are now.
Where else? Do you not recognize the place?
Recognize. What is there to recognize? All my lousy life I've crawled about in the mud, and you talk to me about scenery? Look at this swamp. I've never been able to escape it.
Calm yourself, calm yourself.
You and your landscapes!
You're a hard man to get on with, Godot.
It'd be better if we parted.
And you always say that, and you always come crawling back.
The best thing would be to kill me. Like the other.
What other? What other?
Like billions of others.
To each man his little cross, until he dies, and is forgotten.
In the meantime, let us try and converse calmly, since we're incapable of keeping silent.
Yeah, you're right. We're inexhaustible.
It's so we won't think.
We have our reasons.
It's so we won't hear.
We have that excuse.
All the dead voices.
What do they say?
They speak each one to itself.
They all speak at once.
They rustle.
They murmur.
They rustle.
They murmur. What do they say?
They talk about their lives.
To have lived is not enough for them.
It's insufficient.
To be dead is not enough for them.
They have to talk about it.
They make noise like feathers.
Like leaves.
Like ashes.
Like leaves.
Just say something.
I'm trying.
Just say anything at all.
What do we do now?
There's nothing we can do.
C'est un beau idiot.
Boot. Godot is a boot.
C'est un beau idiot. Je ne sais pas vous. Comment expliquer autrement?
You know the subconscious mind is more powerful than anything reason can come up, but you know who Godot is.
C'est un beau idiot. Se lo opprime, se lo opprimé. Tiene mal de pessoa. Eu sei dizer.
Oh, it storms, it oppresses, doesn't it? And they still desire it. You know who does that better than a boot?
Da! Dame i gospodo, francuski i irski Beckett se svađaju oko toga ko je Godot. Ili oko simboličkog značenja lika Godota. Rešenja nema. Carry on, continue.
Face off. Of course, throw the author into the trash. Let's leave the reins to the public, the audience, the critics.
A la critique.
Rešenja nema.
Režija,
Molim,
malo sam preterala, jel da?
ne, pokažeš publici da je tumačenje proizvod interpretativnih strategija.
Proizvod interpretativnih strategija.
Dobre, kritičar, rajte ti polako.
Kritičar.
Wait! You embrace. You're happy. Happy. What do we do now that we're happy? Come on, waiting. The tree.
The tree?
The tree. Look at it.
I'm tired.
The tree. Really look at it.
I see nothing.
Yesterday it was all black and bare, and now it's covered with leaves.
That's not true, is it? Regia?
You seriously don't have leaves. What a shame.
You know what, Didi? You're just gonna come this way. You know what?
What?
It's always better if we part.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
You think so?
I'm not certain, but then nothing is ever certain.
Yeah, but I don't think it's worthwhile now.
No, nothing is worthwhile.
You're right.
Well, shall we go?
Yes, let's go. Leaves. Here we are again.
Don't touch me.
Do you want me to go away? Where did you spend the night? Godot. Did they beat you?
Don't touch me, don't question me, don't speak to me. Stay with me.
Did they ever leave you?
You let me go.
Look at me. Come on, will you look at me?
What a day.
It's not over.
Another day done with.
Not yet.
For me, it's over and done with, no matter what happens.
Ah, come on. Go. You must be happy deep down if you only knew it.
Happy about what?
Well, to be back with me again.
You think so?
Well, even if you're not, say that you are.
What am I to say?
Say, I am happy.
I am happy.
So am I.
So am I.
We are happy.
What do we do now that we're happy?
How about trying them?
But I can't go on.
That's what you think.
But I really can't go on.
How about we try them? Come on.
These are not mine.
Not yours.
Nope, mine were black, these are brown.
Are you sure yours were black?
Well, they were kind of gray.
And these are brown. Come on, show me.
Well, they're kind of green.
Green. Can you see colors? Come on, show me. I see what it is. Someone took yours and left you his.
Why?
Well, his were too tight for him, so he left you his.
No, mine were too tight.
Yes, for you, but not for him.
I'm tired, let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
Yeah, we're waiting for Godot. Come on, can you try them?
We always find something, eh, Didi, to give us the impression that we exist?
Yes, we're magicians, but come on, let us persevere in what we have resolved before we forget. The other foot pig. Higher. Come on, put it on yourself. Well,
It fits.
yeah, how about the other one? No, put it yourself. Huh?
It fits too.
They don't hurt you.
No.
Well, then you can keep them.
That's enough about these boots.
Yes, but
Enough! I might as well sit down.
look at that. Been here an hour, never saw it. Fine.
Farewell.
I suppose I might as well try it on. Here,
What?
hold this. Well, how does it fit me?
How would I know?
No, I mean, how do I look in it?
Horrible.
But not more so than usual.
Neither more nor less.
Yeah, then I can keep it. Mine itched me. It hurt.
I'm cursed. They're coming.
Who?
They're over there.
It's Godot. Come on, Godot. Let's go and meet him. Godot. There you are again.
I'm in hell.
Where were you?
They're coming from there too.
You're surrounded. No, Imbus. Come. There's no way out there. Come here. Come on. Not a soul in the sky. Off you go.
No.
You won't?
No.
I can't say I blame you. Let me see. Your only hope left is to disappear.
Where?
Behind the tree. Quick! Behind the tree.
Dete nema mnogo koristi ni od naredbi besnih i izričitih, ni od navodne nežnosti koja prvenstveno štiti sebe, potiskivanjem priča koje postavljaju opasna pitanja. Nema koristi ni od dušebrižnika koji sami sebe šizofreno razviju. A ni od budala. Život se dešava tamo negde. Here is kein Warum.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her the trouble about the swimming pool. Tell her it's our water. We have the right. Tell her it's not the water for your fields. Don't tell her anything about water. Don't tell her about the bulldozer. Don't tell her not to look at the bulldozer. Don't tell her it was knocking the house down. Tell her it's a building site. Don't tell her anything about bulldozers. Don't tell her about the queues at the checkpoint. Tell her we'll be there in no time. Don't tell her anything she doesn't ask. Don't tell her the boy was shot. Don't tell her anything. Don't tell her they throw stones. Tell her they're not much good against tanks. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her they set off bombs in cafes. Tell her they set off bombs in cafes. To be careful. Don't frighten her! Tell her we need the wall to keep us safe. Tell her they want to drive us into the sea. Oh, tell her you don't. Tell her they want to drive us into the sea. Don't tell her that. Tell her that you're stronger. Tell her we're entitled. Tell her they don't understand anything except violence. Tell her we want peace. Tell her we're going swimming.
Godot?
Reinforcements at last.
Help!
We're
Is
no
it
longer
Godot?
alone. Waiting in the night. Waiting. All evening we have struggled unassisted. Now our struggles are over. It's already tomorrow.
Help!
I knew it was Godot. I knew it was him.
It's not Godot.
It's not Godot.
No, it's not Godot.
Who is it?
Pozzo.
Here, help me up.
Perhaps we should help him.
Let's go.
We can.
Why not?
We're waiting for help. We should help him
To do what?
to get up.
He can't get up.
He wants to get up.
Then let him get up.
He can't get up.
Why not?
How should I know?
We should ask him for some bags of chips first, then if he refuses, we'll leave him there.
You mean we have him at our mercy?
Yes.
Yeah, that seems intelligent, all right. Yeah, but no. Let us not waste our time in idle discourse. Let us do something while we still have the chance. It is not every day that we are needed. Not indeed that we personally are needed. Others would meet the case equally well, if not better. To all mankind they were addressed. Those cries for help still ringing in our ears. But at this place, at this moment of time, all mankind is us, whether we like it or not. Let us make the most of it, before it is too late. Let us represent worthily the foul brood to which a cruel fate consigned us. What do you say? It is true that when with folded arms we weigh the pros and cons, we are no more a credit to our species. What are we doing here? That is the question. And we are blessed in this, that we happen to know the answer. Yes. In this immense confusion, one thing alone is clear. We are waiting for Godot to come.
Help!
Or for night to fall. We have kept our appointment and that's an end to that. We're not saints, but we have kept our appointment. How many people can boast of much?
Literally billions.
You think so?
I don't know.
Help!
All I know is that the hours are long, under these conditions, and constrain us to beguile them with proceedings which, how shall I say, which may at first sight seem reasonable, until they become a habit. You may say it is to prevent our reason from foundering, no doubt, but has it not long been straying in the night without end? That's what I sometimes wonder. Do you follow my reasoning?
We're all born mad. Some remain so.
Help! I'll pay you!
How much?
100 pounds!
It's not enough.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
You think it's enough?
No, I mean, as to assert that I was sick in the head when I came into this world. Yeah, but that is not the question.
200!
Ha! 200!
We wait, we are bored. No, don't protest. We're bored. We're bored to death. There's no denying it. Good. A diversion comes along, and what do? We let it go to waste. Come, let's get to work. In an instant, all will vanish, and we'll be alone once more in the midst of nothingness.
200!
We're coming. We've arrived.
Who are you?
Do you not recognize us?
I'm blind.
Perhaps you can see into the future.
Since when?
Oh, you used to have a powerful son. Are you friends?
He wants to know if we're friends.
No, he means friends of his.
Well,
We proved we are by helping him.
exactly. Would we have helped him if we weren't his friends?
Possibly.
True.
Let's not quibble about that now.
Are you not highwayman?
Do we look like highwaymen?
Damn it, can't you see the man is blind?
Damn it, so he is. So he said.
Don't leave me. Where are we?
I couldn't tell you.
Is it by any chance the place when it's Plaza?
Gaza? I've never heard of it.
What's it like?
It's like nothing, really. There is nothing. I mean, there is a tree.
Then it could be Gaza. Where's Benminio?
He's about somewhere.
It doesn't he answer when you call?
He seems to be sleeping. Perhaps he's dead.
What happened exactly?
Exactly.
The two of you slipped and fell.
Go and think he's hurt.
But we can't leave you.
You needed both go.
You go and check on him.
Me? After what he did to me? Never.
Yes, let you go. He stinks so much. What's he waiting for?
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
I am waiting for Godot.
Now you remember. Yeah, but what exactly should he do?
Well, to begin with, he should pull on the rope as hard as he likes, so long as he doesn't shake you. He usually responds to that. If not, you should give him the taste of his boot, face, and the private as far as possible.
Well, you see, you need not be worried. It's even an opportunity to revenge yourself.
And if he defends himself,
No, he never defends himself.
I'll come flying to the rescue.
don't take your eyes off me.
Before you start, make sure he's alive. I mean, no point to exert yourself if he's dead.
He's breathing.
Yeah, let him have it.
Tell her we won. Tell her her brother is a hero. Tell her how big their armies are. Tell her we turned them back. Tell her we're fighters. Tell her we got new land. Ah!
Okay.
Huh! You animal! Do you know how big my armies are? I'm a hero! I'm a fighter! You big! Oh.
What's going on now?
My friend has hurt himself.
Unlucky?
Oh, it is he.
What?
It is Lucky.
I don't understand.
And you are Pozzo.
Certainly I am Pozzo.
The same as yesterday.
Yesterday?
You were here yesterday, don't you remember?
I don't remember I met anyone yesterday. But tomorrow, I won't remember I met anyone today. So don't count on me to lie to you.
You were bringing him to the fair to sell him. He danced, he thought. You had your sight.
As you please, let me go. Up!
He's not getting up.
Up!
He's not dead after all. What's there in the bags?
That's a send. On!
Yeah, wait.
I'm going.
No, wait. Before you go, tell him to dance or to recite.
Who?
Lucky.
To dance.
Well, yes.
He's done.
Tom.
Done. He can't even grow.
Since when?
Have you not done to imagine it your cursed time? It's abominable. When? One day. Is that not enough for you? One day he went down. One day I was blind. One day we got deaf. One day we were born. One day we shall die. The same day, the same second. Is that not enough for you? Day ye but aside the grave, the light gleams an instant, then it's night once more. On!
Why will you never let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
Oh, I dreamt that I was happy.
That passed the time.
I dreamt that.
No, don't tell me.
I suppose I might as well get up. Oh, man. Help me, Dee, my feet.
Was I dreaming while the others suffered? Am I sleeping now? Tomorrow, when I wake, or think I do, what shall I say of today? That with Astragon, my friend, at this place, I waited for Godot? Possibly. That Pozzo passed with his carrier and that he spoke to us? But in all that, what truth will there be? He'll tell me about the blows he received, and I'll give him a carrot. A stride of a grave and a difficult birth, down in the hole, lingeringly, the gravedigger puts on the forceps. We have time to grow old. The air is full of our cries.
Ah!
he'll know nothing. At me too, someone is looking. At me too, someone is saying, he is sleeping. Let him sleep on. He can't go on. What have I said?
Tell her she can't watch the news. Tell her she can watch cartoons. Tell her she can stay up late and watch Friends.
No one told you I was gonna be this way. Tell her they are attacking with rockets.
Tell her
Don't frighten her!
Tell her only a few of us have been killed. Tell her the army has come to our defense.
Don't tell her cousin refused to serve in the army.
Don't tell her how many of them have been killed.
Tell her Hamas fighters have been killed. Tell her they're terrorists. Tell her they're filth.
Don't. Don't tell her about the family of dead girls. Tell her you can't believe what you see on television. Tell her we killed the babies by mistake. Don't tell her anything about the army.
Tell her. Tell her about the army. Tell her to be proud of the army. Tell her about the family of the dead girls. Tell her their names. Why not? The whole world knows. Why wouldn't she know? Tell her about the family of the dead girls and the babies. Tell her they did it to themselves. Tell her they have nothing to be ashamed of. Tell her that I am not sorry for them. Tell her not to be sorry for them. Tell her we are the ones to be sorry for. Tell her they can talk suffering to us. Tell her we are the one to be suffering for. And it's the fog of war, and we are the iron fist now. And we won't stop killing them till we are safe. Tell her that I laughed when I saw that policeman. Tell her that I wouldn't care if we wiped them out. Tell her if the world would hate us, it's the only thing. I wouldn't care if the world would hate us. We are the chosen people, anyway. Only thing, when I looked at one of their children covered in the blood, all I feel is happy it's not her.
Don't tell her that. Tell her we love her.
Don't frighten her.
Mr. Albert?
We go again. Don't you recognize me?
No, sir.
It wasn't you who came yesterday.
No, sir.
And you have a message from Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
He won't come this year.
No, sir.
Yeah, but it's sure to come tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Without fail.
Yes, sir.
And your brother, how is he?
He's sick, sir.
Perhaps it was he who came yesterday.
I don't know, sir.
What does he do, Mr. Godot? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well?
He does nothing, sir.
Has he a beard?
Yes, sir.
Fair or black?
I think it's white, sir.
Christ have mercy on us. All right, you may go.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot, sir?
Tell him that you saw me. That you saw me. You're sure you saw me? You want to come tell me tomorrow that you never saw me?
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
I'm going.
So am I.
Was I long asleep?
How should I know?
Well, shall we go?
Yes, let's go.
He didn't come,
No, he didn't come.
and now it's too late.
Yes, now it's night.
And if we dropped him, Didi,
He'd punish us. Come on, let's go. Everything is dead but the tree.
what is it?
I don't know, a tree.
Huh. But what kind?
I don't know, willow.
Why don't we hang ourselves again?
With what?
You haven't got a bit of rope.
No.
Then we can't. Wait, there's my belt.
It's too short.
Hold on. There. You can hang on to my legs.
Yeah, but who'd hang on to mine?
True.
Show me all the same. But is it strong enough?
Well, we'll see.
And not worth a curse.
You say we have to come back tomorrow.
Yes.
Then we can bring a good bit of rope. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Didi, I can't
Yes.
go on like this.
That's what you think.
And if we parted, that might be better.
We'll hang ourselves tomorrow. Unless Godot comes.
And if he comes,
Yeah, then we'll be safe.
okay. Well, let's go.
Pull on your trousers.
What?
Pull on your trousers.
You want me to pull off my trousers?
No, to pull on your trousers.
Ah, true.
Well, shall we go?
Yes, let's go. Well, shall we go?
Ne. Mi smo završili. Drama je gotova. Well, shall we go? Yeah, let's go. They do not move. Kraj. Okay, let's go.
Well, shall we go?